Hello, my name is Margaret Pearson. Welcome to the September edition of your news. In this programme we will be looking at Customer Council, Imagine 2012 and Learning Disability Week. First we will look at the Customer Council.
The Customer Council has been up and running for 2 years now and has 46 representatives from across all our services. The Customer Council is a great opportunity for people to influence how the services are delivered. This year the representatives have provided feedback on Learning Disability Week and Safe Places. They have given their opinion on the new Easy Read employment booklet for customers who work for Leeds City Council and are updating a customer health and safety checklist for the new day services community bases. If there are any matters you wish to have raised at a meeting, please contact your local Customer Council representative who will speak out on your behalf. One of the major events that happened this year was the Imagine 2012 exhibition. Following the success 2 years ago of our art exhibition, Imagine 2012 was held at Leeds City Library throughout June. A wide variety of work produced by customers across our services was displayed in the fantastic art gallery space. Workshops were run each weekday, offering people who attended the exhibition a chance to join in and produce their own work. The Council Takeover. This was a repeat of the very popular Council Chamber Takeover event which happened last year, called Take Two. Around 70 people with learning disabilities took over the council seats in the chamber where full council meetings take place. The Lord Mayor of Leeds, Councillor Anne Castle, even invited Susan Hanley to swap seats with her so that Susan could find out what it was like to be Lord Mayor. Councillors and officers from the police, fire and local authority and health services were there to listen to the speeches given by people with learning disabilities about the issues that are important to them, such as feeling safe and having a job. Over 70 people attended the annual general meeting of the Leeds Learning Disability Partnership Board. The board's subgroups talked about the Safe Places scheme, the Autism Partnership Board, person-centred thinking and health.
A new scheme to help passengers with learning disabilities has been launched at Leeds Bus Station. The Leeds Safe Places scheme provides a network of safe places across Leeds that people with learning disabilities can go to if they are lost or facing difficulties while they're out and about.
Council, we're trying to make Leeds a safer city, and particularly the Safe Places scheme is a really good way of having places that people with learning disabilities can feel safe when they're travelling around the city. We've worked very closely with a lot of people in the voluntary sector and city centre management and with the police and particularly with Metro to develop the bus station in Leeds as a first safe place. There's lots and lots of people I'd like to thank, but I'll probably forget all the names, but you all know that you've done lots and lots of work to get us to where we are now, and what we do want to do is make sure we've got a network of safe places across the whole of Leeds in the next 18 months. So we're going to work very closely with a lot of the businesses and shops to try and develop this kind of principle where people with learning disabilities can go and feel safe if they get lost in the middle of Leeds.
But it's great to have you all to launch our very first safe place in Leeds, and it's very exciting for us, and big thank you to Metro for agreeing for the bus station to be the first safe place. I think we feel at the council very strongly that the city of Leeds belongs to everybody that lives here, particularly people with learning disabilities. And people with learning disabilities should have the right to feel safe in the city just as much as everybody else. So by establishing a network of safe places, it really does reclaim the city for people with learning disabilities as well as other people in the city. So I think this is the first step forward to a really exciting new start for the city and having it as an accessible place for everybody to live in a safe way.
I want to say from a Metro perspective, it's one of the issues I pick up when I go around meeting passengers and residents right across West Yorkshire. It's about making public transport available and accessible to everybody, and people who rely on public transport should be able to use it in a welcome and friendly environment. That's why I'm really pleased to support this scheme. That's why I'm really pleased that it's not only Leeds Bus Station but right across West Yorkshire, working with all the councils to try and make public transport as accessible and as friendly and as usable as possible. I see this as just a start, hope we can get working. Thank you all for coming out this morning on such a lovely summer's day to come and stand in Leeds bus station. I really appreciate it. I think it shows how important the scheme is. And like Lucinda says, I repeat the point, spread the word and make sure people use the scheme and people know about the scheme. Thank you very much.
Midsummer Magic was a night held at Meadwood Valley Farm. It was a great success. There was a lovely barbecue, fabulous magician and music provided by Philip Coates, who played the accordion. The weather stayed good, and following the food, everyone headed up to the epicentre where they danced the night away. In fact, it was such a great success that the organisers are planning to hold this event again next year. The Olympic torch made its way through East End Park, where Mencap hosted a huge party complete with a DJ, barbecue, bunting, circus performers. There were performances from musicians and the inclusive dance group M2. Partygoers were joined by Phil Marshall, one of the Olympic torch bearers. Also, a group of customers from South Leeds followed the torch across the region, and they ended up in Castleford, where they caught a glimpse of all the celebrations.
Also in this programme we will have a news roundup, diary dates and an update on day services.
Here is a quick update on day services. As you can see, here are the Rothwell customers arriving at West Ardsley's building, as their building is now due to be refurbished. They're all settled in, and the Blackgates base has also opened, the Morley base is open, and we've got bases also opened at Pudsey and Richmond Hill. But here's one of the customers from Richmond Hill to tell you all about it.
Hi everybody, my name is Lisa Cormack from Richmond Hill. I really enjoyed it, Richmond Hill, because I've got really cool people down here. And I only come on Monday and Thursday, but not all the days with some people are.
Tim Cook and Paul Williams met with their local MP Greg Mulholland to explain what happened throughout Learning Disability Week and how important it is for people with learning disabilities to have a chance to talk to him about issues that affect their lives. Both Tim and Paul were thrilled when they received a thank you letter from Greg Mulholland on the official House of Commons paper to say how much he had enjoyed meeting them and talking to them. Pat Scott from Aubrey Lane fulfilled her long-term dream to fly in a helicopter. Pat set off from Leeds Bradford Airport and flew over Adel and Harewood. She can't wait for her next helicopter ride. Mark and Steffi Collins recently decided that they would like to try rock climbing, so booked a session at the depot in Pudsey. They seemed to get the hang of it straight away and had such a great time. They can't wait to go again. The Beautiful Octopus Club took place on Thursday the 13th of September. The theme this time was Going for Gold. The Olympic torch made a special appearance and the partygoers celebrated the Olympics and the Paralympics. The National Disability Tag Rugby Festival will take place on Tuesday the 25th of September, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at Headingley Carnegie Stadium. Tickets are on sale for The Baker, a new piece of music and movement theatre about a baker who has a magic recipe book. The show will be performed by adults with learning disabilities at the Otley Courthouse on Friday the 28th of September from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. Contact the Courthouse box office on 01943 467 466. The Get Me campaign was launched on the 12th of September with a screening of a new film at the Royal Armouries. Get Me is about raising awareness and to encourage the understanding of people with learning disabilities. Cinema Exhibitors Association card entitles the card holder to one free ticket for a person accompanying them to the cinema. provided a full price ticket is purchased for the card holder. The card, which is issued to the person who requires assistance to enjoy the cinema, costs £5.50 and is valid for 1 year. There is no restriction on how many times the card may be used, but for more information you can download an application form from the Card Network site at www.ceacard.co.uk. And one thing to remember before we get round to our next news bulletin in December, there will be the launch of the Christmas card competition. It's never too early to start thinking about your entry. Breaking news, as you're all aware, the picnic in the park was cancelled this year, and now we have a new date, Friday the 21st of September, weather permitting of course. Get your sandwiches, drinks, chairs ready to head to the Wedding Gardens at Temple Newsham between 11 and 2 p.m.
My name is Margaret Pearson. Thank you for watching your news.